Some of the UK's best hidden gems are hiding in plain sight. We're going to show you the legendary food joints that you've never heard of. Not your swanky restaurants, the real stuff. The humble, culture-driven hotspots where magic, atmosphere and energy come together in perfect harmony. My name is Matthew Davis Binge, and I'm here to introduce you to the magic of food. First stop, Bedford. So, first up, Chibo, Deli and Kitchen here in Bedford, one of the finest sandwich shops we've ever been to on our journey. Come and see why we love it so much. Look at this place. Some of their finest Italian ingredients known to man. This place is legit. Leo, what's going on, brother? How are you, mate?
I'm good.
Come for finest ham sandwich the world has ever seen.
I'll do it for you now.
What's it called?
Cheeky Chops.
Is that named after you?
No, my little cousin. I invented the name though.
Did ya?
Yeah, that's my name. What's
in it then?
So it's stracciatella, mozzarella, like a creamy, you know the inside of a burrito. And then mortadella, homemade pesto.
That mortadella, that's Italian, right?
Yeah, Italian.
Best of the best.
Don't know what's where it's from.
And then you've got your signature bread, and we have some pesto on that as well.
Yeah, so it's got pesto on it. So it's like mozzarella, meat, pesto.
Sounds like a win. So where's this ham actually from?
So that mortadella is from Bologna.
Is it?
Yeah, the north of Italy. So the real mortadella should always be made in Bologna, and the best mortadellas are made with pistachio.
This is what we've got here today.
That's what we've got there today. Back in the days, it was made with donkey meat.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it actually?
Yeah, it was. Solid, yeah.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. No,
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 that's a shame.
No, it's pork meat. Yeah. But
no, you'd still eat one of those, wouldn't you?
Yeah. No, would, yeah.
Yeah.
With his bread.
Yeah. Donkey sandwich. There we go.
Nice and thin, Leo, yeah? You can smell it. Let me smell it.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Wafer thin.
Oh, come on, Andy.
That is unbelievable.
You giving it to Sylvan and Chibo?
Good food has to have fantastic ingredients.
Just for today,
And it doesn't get a lot better than this. That's a starter.
Right, so the bread's just been toasted. Take it out, and then this is the stracciatella, yeah? So this is local as well. Spread that nicely on the bottom. And then some crushed pistachios.
Load it up.
And then all that meat. And this is our homemade pesto, pistachio pesto.
Oh. Now, hot tip. This coffee is absolutely beautiful. There's coffee, and then there's this coffee. Jerry, where's it from again? Albenga, North Italian coffee beans, right? Such a good flavour. Gorgeous.
This one's specially roasted for us. It's our own roast.
That's pretty fancy.
Bring that over ourselves.
Oh, we should tuck into this. Got some?
No, I'll let you do it, man.
That is not a normal sandwich. We've got incredible bread. So that pesto, almost like a syrup. Got that pistachio, laced ham, squacciatella. Fuck. That is delicious. Honestly, this is food from the gods. That crunchy, crisp, toasted bread, that buttery ham. By the bucket load. You got that pesto in there as well. And that creamy cheese. It really does not get a lot better than this. Now, this tour of utter brilliance continues, and we've got somewhere of equal caliber to go next. Let's go. Yes, everyone, here we are. Stop number 2. This is, for me, the top of the mountain. Chicken George. The best chicken shop the world has ever seen. And you're going to find out exactly why. Chris, the main man here, is a madman. Some of the stuff they do in this place is quite simply exquisite. Let's go. So, can we get here some food?
Yeah, I've got some mad specials for you today. You're going to love them.
Yes, let's go.
Top drawer.
I can't actually explain how special this place is, and you're going to see why in a minute. Chris and his father have been feeding generations of people in Luton for years. And since then, they've progressed to other stores. And I think the UK takeover is imminent. Like, if you haven't heard of Chicken George Jr., this will be the greatest chicken shop you've never heard of. Trust me on that. The standard of the chicken is so far beyond anything we've ever had before. I think you guys are going to love this. And not just the regular chicken, the inventiveness, the sauces, the standard of everything on that of it. This is fried chicken, Mount Everest style.
Got a mozzarella stick now.
Have you seen this? Have you seen this? This is not normal. Right, Chris, this is what you call a feast.
Yeah, this is Chicken George, the future. We moved on a bit.
But you have moved on, but this is where it all started. Tell us what makes this the best chicken.
This here, right, so basically, it's just made with so much love. Like, so when I first came here, well, I was chefing, and then I came back to work for my dad, and I was like, let's brine it, let's water bath it. But do you know what? The way my dad done it, like, he used to work for KFC in the 70s. He used to open them all up all over London, so he's like, he's one of the original KFC boys. And do you know what? Back then they used to make it with so much love, and do you know what? The way they do it,
the real deal.
It's just perfect. So, you know, we just do it the standard way. There's not much to it. It goes into buttermilk, and it goes into the henny penny. It's fried off, but we make sure we coat it properly. We make sure the buttermilk's right, the flour's right, the temperature of the oil's right. Just them basic things that make it like the best fried chicken, I believe.
It's juicy, but the outer coating has got no oil in it whatsoever. It's so crisp.
That's to do with the heat of the oil. Like if your oil's too low, the chicken's going to start to go greasy.
I think that's a common problem with 95% of the places we go to. No one does it like you. And obviously, this is where you started, but look at where you're going. Tell us about the wings. I mean, you're one of the most decorated wing traders ever, and you've got burgers, we've got wraps now, we've got sandwiches. sides, we've got the works.
So about 6 years ago, my dad walked into a kitchen I was working in, said, I'm retiring, do you want to take over the reins? So I was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. So I came in. He was really well respected in Luton, had a great reputation, but it was just your classic boss man chicken shop. But it was everything about it was just so on point. Like, he took so much pride in it, it was unbelievable. So basically, I came in, I just want to drop that I won best takeaway in Britain on my first year back there, just drop that in there. And then I decided, we were all there and was like, look,
Best takeaway in Britain.
Wingmans in London, Wingfest, you know, this is what we need to win, this is our next journey after the British Takeaway Awards. And we was like, what flavour should we do with the wings? And we were basically, it was just like, I was standing there with a mango Rubicon drink, and it's like the most popular boss man drink around our area. And we was like, let's make a mango Rubicon wing, which we did, and and we put it on socials in Luton, and Luton just went absolutely mad for it. And then from there, you know, all the flavours, you know, just being creative and the team just coming together, gelling together, and just coming up with ideas, and we come up with all these different flavours. You've got Thai, Red Dragon, yeah.
What's your favourite?
It was Thai, but now it's Red Dragon.
Should we eat?
Yeah, come on then. I want you to try this. So this is a special I made you today.
Mate, that is so spicy. What's that?
Yeah, that's the Vindaloo fry. I forgot to tell you about
Oh my God. Just grab that in on me. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you want to leave them till the end.
Whoa. You've done me that.
So we've had... Oh, okay, sorry, it's a Luton customer. So...
Chris, I'll hold the fork down.
Thank you for coming.
It looks good, doesn't it? Just a little me to you whilst he's having a chat. We've had to come as soon as they open today, whilst it's quiet. To put this into perspective, this place goes off. Queues out the door. This is a big, big restaurant. It's their new one, packed. It's jam-packed. They do hundreds of kilos of chicken every week. Chris, how many kilos of chicken do you reckon you do a week? A week.
Here, God, we were talking about this the other day.
Even with another
So
we're shops.
We're two shop at the minute. We've got two shops. We're doing a ton of wings. We're doing 1.2 tons of strips, and then chicken on the bone. It's the biggest seller here.
Wow.
Yeah, oh, and fillets. We do at least a ton of fillets.
Talking about these sandwiches.
So we started this new sub range.
You have the other half. Come on.
So we started this new sub range. So this one out today, this week, is our take on a meatball marinara. But instead we've made chicken meatballs. We've got some normal chicken in there in the buffalo sauce, and we've got some marinara sauce in there, some mozzarella. So yeah, it's really tasty.
A chicken meatball.
These are getting really popular at the minute, the subs and the sandwiches. So
Oh my God.
I don't want to eat on camera. My mum will go, make sure, you was eating with your mouth open.
But obviously you got two shops at the moment, but some aggressive expansion plans, like rolling this out to a few new places. That must bring its own challenges with staffing. You've only got one pair of hands yourself. Got to have a great team underneath you, right?
Yeah, that's it. At the minute, we're not at that kind of, you know, where we've had investors come in and we've got managers for this, managers for that. We're fiercely independent here. Yeah. So like, if you come around my house, one of my rooms would just be filled up with like chicken boxes or something like that. Do you know what I mean? It's like it just basically takes over my whole life.
One room full of trophies, the next full of chicken boxes.
Yeah, that's it. But
right.
So yeah, so basically everything's kind of run between, at the minute, me, my missus, and like a few core people I've had with me a long time. Like since I've been back there 6 years now. Jay, you know Jay, don't you?
Yeah.
Jay's been with me 6 years, since he was like 16. Yeah, at the minute, that's how we're rolling.
What's next?
We thought we had a shop in St Albans, but these things happen, it fell through. So we bought a new food truck, and we're going to go on tour. So I want to get out to the towns. I want to get around a bit. So we're going to do.
You can actually drive that one, yeah?
Yeah, we can drive that one.
You got a trailer, haven't you? Like.
Yeah, but like.
It's not the same.
It's just it's not the same. It was a nightmare. Like it was like go, and then it's like you hear no, don't go, and everything's still attached, and we're ripping off the lights and ripping off the plugs, and then we're driving down the road with no lights on. Oh man, it's just a comedy show, but we've got it all together now. So we've got a nice truck and we're going to hit some towns up. But St Albans is still definitely on the radar for a shop. That's our next stop for us.
Right, let's have a wing. I mean, people, come for a little closer with this, Callum. Like, you're not getting wings like that at your local Bossman shop. Look at it. What's on there, Chris?
So we've got some pineapple, some crispy shallots, some spring onions, sesame seeds. And then we've just taken a normal kind of standard Chinese chicken shop sweet and sour recipe, but then we've added like extra star anise, we've added like oranges in there cut in half. We've just added so much more flavour and depth and just boiled it out and stewed it out for a good hour. And you just get all the back tones of the flavour when you do it like that. You know, I believe a sauce, you can't make a sauce in like 10 minutes. I believe, you know, you need to give it love. It needs to like just boil away and simmer away and, you know, really infuse.
Impregnate it itself.
Yeah, that's the one.
Good chicken, mate.
Smile, Chris.
Don't give me any more beers.
What's your last name, sorry?
Ray. Everyone just calls him Boss.
Boss. Who fries the best chicken? You or Chris?
Of course, it's me. This is junior, isn't it? Junior. I'm senior. That's a stupid question.
Have you got a response to your dad?
Yeah, no, I'll let that know.
That's legendary. This is well and truly a family business, isn't it?
Yeah, so my dad had it since I just always remember it since I was a kid. I used to sit on the fridge in Luton when he shot, you know, so...
This is the sort of place, right, people, if you're watching this now, that you travel to. It doesn't matter if you live in Scotland, you come in here. I'm sure there's some nice hotels in Bedford. Is there?
We had a table, yeah, there is. Yeah, no, I like Bedford, yeah, the Swan. Go to the Swan.
The Swan.
Swan's really
There you go,
nice.
the Swan. Big shout out for the Swan. Book yourself an hotel,
Yeah.
come for a trip here.
It's lovely.
You're not going to get food like this.
It's on the river, so, you know, it's nice.
Talk to you, what's this?
So we wanted to design a rib that we could do in Hitchin for the Luton people that still travel to Hitchin, and basically we can't get a rib oven in there, so we needed to come up with a new way. So we got to fry it Chinese style, and I decided to do it in our famous honey and mustard sauce, which is
That just works.
yeah, it does, doesn't it? Like a honey and mustard rib, and it sounds cool, doesn't it? It's something a bit different, you know. Instead of a barbecue rib, you got a honey and mustard rib.
Taste it as well. The mustard's not to overpower him. Well, Chris,
Cheers.
thank you for having us, my friend. Is it true? I've got one question for you. Is it true that when you opened it, the house price in Bedford actually went up 20%?
Nah, that's a lie. 25.
This definitely put Bedford even more on the map than it already was. I really appreciate your time today, brother. You should be very proud of this food. I mean, we've been to a lot of places, and for us, this is nothing gets remotely close in terms of vibe and that feeling on the inside. Next up, we've got an amazing pizza shop in the city centre here, Mama Concetta. This place is absolutely brilliant, and like so many other towns around the UK, Bedford really celebrates its multicultural heritage. In the 1950s, there was a brickworks here, there was a huge influx of Italians, and that still lives on today. Let's go and get the most famous pizza in town. Hello, my friend.
How are we doing?
How's it going?
Very well, thank you.
We've come for one of your famous pizzas.
Oh, fantastic again.
Yeah, we're back again. Can we have a margarita, please? So your famous wood-fired, proper Italian pizza.
Absolutely. Just one.
Just one, please, yes.
Cool. All right.
Maybe a couple of soft drinks.
Yeah, that's all right.
Couple of
No problem.
couple of DCs.
Yes.
Other drinks are available. But not that you're going to order anything else. So, tell us about the huge Italian influx here in Bedford.
Well, I mean, the reason why a lot of the Italians came to Bedford in the 50s, from my understanding, was for work. I mean, they had the brickyards here. I didn't know this, but I was told by a TV company that came in here to film me for inside the factory.
Oh, nice.
They came to do a little showing here about the Italians coming over to Bedford, and apparently Bedford, years and years and years ago, many years ago, was built on a marsh. It was marshland, so there was a lot of seaweed there in the marsh, which made very good earth for making bricks. So it kind of evolved into that. And that's why Bedford is good for making very strong bricks, because of the seaweed that's inside it. It burns at a low temperature and makes the bricks very, very strong. So they obviously sussed that out and opened the gates for anyone to come over here and to work, and the Italians were...
And with that influx, brought new recipes, people, flavours, different cultures and
like, you know,
cooking styles.
That's right. I mean, in Italy, wherever you go, start from the top to the bottom, the style is so different.
Yeah, wow.
It's so diverse. It's not just one food throughout Italy. It's always different.
And your pizza here? Everyone loves it. Why?
I mean, we keep it traditional, very, very traditional. You'd eat a pizza. I was in Naples just a couple of months ago, and it's very much on par to how they make their pizzas over there. Yeah. And if you keep to that recipe and that tradition and how you cook it, obviously it's a wood-fired oven. We're very delicate and we're very careful with the way we do our dough. Slow fermentation in the fridge, takes a couple of days. Before you have a pizza, that dough's made days before. It's not just on the day, you know, so that's why.
I'm licking my lips.
Yeah, a lot of care and attention and love.
Just how we like it.
Just like Italians.
Yeah. I really don't think much gets me smiling more than a beautiful pizza. There's so many pizzas around the UK which are just genuine, like wheels of sadness. This is not that. It is beautiful. It is the real deal. And yet again, we're showcasing some of the amazing stuff that Bedford is doing. Like I said, the food scene is thriving in so many places. Wow. Look at that, look. It's crispy, it's light, it's delicate, it's not remotely sloppy. The sauce is sweet, but not too sweet. The cheese is creamy. Complete and utter brilliance. Bedford. Who would have thought it? Good night, everyone.